How are you, Jane?
I'm cold, dude.
Yeah, it's like really cold up there. You're below zero even in Fahrenheit.
Cold.
That takes work.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid weather right now.
But you're still feeling the sea veg, though.
I am, and here's the shocking part. So I don't know if any of our listeners have fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, arthritis, or any of those neuromuscular disorders, but multiple research has been done on the effects of weather and barometric pressure on these different disorders. And as a fibromyalgia patient, I can attest to the fact that cold weather, extreme temperature shifts, cold weather and extreme barometric pressure shifts cause intense pain. So yesterday was a harsh day for my body. I woke up and everything hurt. And when I say everything hurts, I mean you get up and your toes hurt, your ankles, your feet, your legs, every muscle that you have, including like your mouth. You don't want to touch anything. You don't want to eat anything because it hurts to chew. Your eyes even, like, ow. So that was yesterday. But what's remarkable about that is that I'm still in an absolutely fabulous mood. And that to me is a win-win. I've upped the dosage. I understand that, it took his mother 90 days of vegetation therapy in order for her symptoms of MS to recede. I'm assuming that disorders like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, depression, and other neurological conditions probably do take a long time for the body to repair once it's being properly nourished. So I expect it to take a while, and I'm okay with that. I've upped the dosage, and we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted. But
your attitude is good.
My attitude is fabulous.
And you've been in cold weather before, and as I recall, it was way worse than this, the way you felt.
Yeah, I'm used to crying through the winter. I mean, and I'll put it out there now. I've hidden a lot of my suffering from the public and from even friends. But for my daughter who has to live with me and my other half, my love, who has been through hell and back with me, my ex-husband would probably attest to the fact that, he's seen me. He didn't believe I was in pain all the time, and I wasn't even diagnosed properly until like 2 years ago. So, poor ex-husband had no idea why his wife was suffering all the time. And other people who I've shared my life with, my roommate when I was in Toronto, my little Asian angel who now lives in the States, who saw me through some of the worst times of my life. People who've lived with me, they know how bad it got. And
by comparison, this is not bad.
No, this is the first winter where I feel hope. I feel hope because I feel as optimistic in the dead of winter when it's minus freaking 20 degrees outside as I do in the summer months when I'm spending as much time as I possibly can in the sun.
And I haven't worked with you through 2 winters. I know that in the past you were almost a different person in the winter than the summer.
I am.
But this is summer,
admittedly, I am.
Jane. This is happy
because,
summer, Jane.
Well,
I mean, you're a little sore, but
when anybody who has one of these disorders knows when you are, and this applies to those who suffer from depression too, those who suffer from SAD, which is
seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah, there we go. Seasonal affective disorder. All of these diseases, for lack of a better word, are all tied together, and they've all, kind of lumped them into the same family, and that's probably because they all have the same symptoms. A lot of them have the same symptoms and the same triggers. And one of the triggers is reduction in sunlight and changes in atmospheric pressure and changes in temperature. And humidity and stuff like that can really cause a flare-up. Stress certainly does cause flare-up. I'm under no stress right now at all.
Well, but I can attest with the nerve difficulties that I have, that cold weather and nerves that are not properly functioning, that's a really bad combination. Really bad. And
and anybody who knows when you're in intense pain for extended periods of time, it affects your moods. It affects the way that you function. It affects your ability to have hope and to dream and aspire and to feel motivated. It affects your relationships with people. It affects your willingness to interact with people because you know that you're moody, and so you don't want to see people because you know that the slightest wrong thing said at no fault of their own could possibly set you off. And if you have enough pain and enough sleep deprivation caused by pain, it doesn't matter if people tiptoe around you, 24 hours a day. Something is inevitably going to set you off. You just can't it's kind of part of the disease. And so for me to be on, what are we on now? I can look at my calendar. I think it's day 12. Today's Thursday, day 11 of being in an absolutely fabulous, optimistic mood. That is unprecedented in the winter for me.
Yeah.
And almost unprecedented in the summer. So.
And it's not surprising to me that it might take your body a few weeks to catch up energetically with, but I feel the energetic shift in your beingness, and
I can live with a few weeks.
Your body
the
will
outlook of
follow
actually being pain-free, having energy, feeling optimistic, and being. I mean, I love people and I love life anyways, but when you're challenged with these physical disabilities and disorders, that love for life can only take you so far. So for me to now look at the possibility of having the physical health to go with that love of our world, which means I'll be able to actually go out and explore it the way I used to be able to, is just, I mean, that's life-altering for me. So
the first winter
I cannot
in which you have had hope, you said.
Yeah,
I
can't stress enough the impact that this could possibly have on the rest of my life. And that's why this experiment, for lack of a better word again, is so vitally important.
And we promise to keep you with the true updates. You know, it's cold, cold.
It's cold, and it hurts.
And
I'm
she
not
hurts.
gonna lie, it hurts now.
But I can tell
hurt.
you that last winter I would speak to her, and so times when it was not nearly this cold, she was at least twice as bad as she is now. As far as pain and her attitude was, you know, forget life. And
and I did bundle up today and actually go out to the end of the road and get the garbage can and bring it back to the house. So
you
and
never
anybody who knows
to do that last year.
knows there's no way in hell. Anybody who knows me knows that I abhor going out in the cold.
You wouldn't have even made the attempt a year ago.
No, I told people that for years. They're like, why do you, even when I used to work in the restaurant, people would stock the beer fridge for me because going into the beer fridge caused me pain. And those on staff who were my friends understood that I was not bullshitting them. I was not making it up. I was telling them, this is how it is. I'll do something for you in exchange, but please don't make me go in that freaking fridge. So people know, you know, the cold is kind of enemy number one for me. And
this is one of those that, you know, 100 years ago, the British would have sent you to Egypt or something for your health.
Totally. And the thing that I want to say is that I'm looking at the possibility for the first time in years and years and years of actually going out next winter and playing in the snow and enjoying that experience. So, you know, for all those people who suffer from these disorders that our doctors seem to have absolutely no answer for other than here, take the narcotic, get high, feel better about the fact that you're never going to feel better, which is a bullshit answer. If this works, then I will dedicate the rest of my life to telling people that it works and to getting them to try it. That's all I want them to do is try it, because I know what it is to
absolutely
suffer every single day. I know what it's like.